Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the King of Lightning is here today with this pretty, sexy face. Take it all in, man. Take it all in. Yeah, haters gonna hate. Stop hating. Yeah, you there. Stop hating. I can see you. Why? Because I'm that good. I am that good. Okay? And I'm here today to give my thoughts on the... Am I cocky? Yes, I'm cocky. I am. That's just the way I am. That's just the way it is. Yeah. Things will never be the same. Here today to give my thoughts on the latest episode of Naruto Shippuuden. Naruto Shippuuden, episode 368. Now, of course, as usual, the episode link is going to be where? In the description box down below on Crunchyroll.com. And also, I want to give a shout out to one of my best friends, an old friend of mine, Rizzo, aka Small Dick Riz, aka the softest man in the world, Rizzo. You can follow him, this former AFL player, on Instagram and Twitter at VRizz, R-I-Z-Z, 52. Now, that being said, once again, VRizz, 52. That being said, this episode, very simple, very straightforward. So let's keep this episode review simple and straightforward. First of all, when it comes to the pacing, animation, you know what? Yeah, let's... Fuck it. Why not? Why not? Let's keep it like that. Episode, pacing, animation, story progression, and character development, and we're done. And we're done. Because that's all you need. First of all, animation. Overall, it was decent. It was decent. There's even a filler fight, because it didn't occur in the manga, but you have this fight between the Susanoo, the perfect Susanoo of Madara Uchiha, after he attains EMS, and the wooden golem and wood dragon of Hashirama to end it all off. That was also decent in animation. So even though the fight itself is filler, it had pretty decent animation. So through and through, animation, okay. When it comes to the pacing, okay, so this is where not only did I have issues with this in the manga, but as well as the anime. And the pacing, I felt like was fast. And the reason why was because I wanted them to focus more so on certain parts of their development when they were growing up. Like, for example, we know that, according to the episode itself, we know that Madara and Hashirama become the clan leaders. Well, how exactly did they become clan leaders? Was it because they had the power, because they were the strongest among the clan? Or is it because they were voting? Well, you know, something like that. Like, that's not specified at all. Also, when their fathers died. Because the fathers, obviously, were a huge part of their lives, which is why they're fighting, which is why they were fighting at such young ages to begin with. So, knowing when their fathers died is also something that I want to find out more about. And other things here and there. So, obviously, my main gripe is that when it came to the pacing, I thought it was too fast. I wanted to see, if you've noticed, what is the role of women in this entire clan warfare? All we see are the dudes fighting. There has not been a single woman, whether she be Uchiha or Senju, on the front lines. So again, they could have slowed down the pacing. They could have put in a few filler stuff here and there that actually showcased, like, Madara and the reason why he's the clan leader, the villages, like the clans themselves when it comes from a village standpoint, and with the role of people like the women and like the training of the kids, stuff like that. Stuff like that. They could have done that. So pacing, to me, I think it's too fast. When it comes to a character development standpoint, the main thing here is pretty much just seeing the destruction and the reforging of the friendship between Madara and Hashirama. and how they are now actually, well, this ties in a story progression, but how they're now actually attaining their dream of Konoha. And also how at the beginning, the situation between Madara's family against Hashirama's family was so stressful, where it actually awakened Madara's Sharingan. And again, it was proven already that when an Uchiha's emotions are high, very high, they can awaken the Sharingan and alternate versions. And meaning the Mangekyo and so on and so forth. And what I will say is that we get to see rival, because they're not friends, but we get to see rival development between Izuna and Tobirama, which is quite interesting. And it was better in the manga, their rivalry. But what I will say is that when it came to their fight, where Madara states that Izuna died from the wounds that were given to him by Tobirama, you get to see Tobirama use the Flying Thunder God. Now, we all know that that's the same move that belongs to the iconic Minato Namikaze, the guy that people fap to all day long. Oh, Minato, yeah, But the thing here is that it was Tobirama who created the jutsu. Minato perfected it, quote unquote, perfected the jutsu, but it was Tobirama who created that shit. Tobirama is the progenitor of, yeah, I like that word. He is the progenitor of many esteemed, established, relevant jutsu. So that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Now, also, we don't get to see if the myth or the legend or the folklore is true when it pertains to Madara taking the eye of Izuna. We can assume that's the case, but since Izuna's body had the cloth over his face, you don't know. You have no idea. So the way the anime rolls, and also I think in the manga it was the same thing, where it kind of made it seem as if like Madara had just awakened EMS right then and there. But no. According to the myth, he takes out Izuna's eyes and puts them in his own socket. So, I mean, that's how Sasuke attains EMS. So, we don't see that here. But it should have occurred. But they didn't show it. So, again, that ties more to the pacing and story progression. So, yeah, overall, let me leave it at that for now. And when it comes finally to the story progression itself, again, it's the wrapping up of the warfare between the Uchiha clan and the Senju clan, and the creation, or I should say the start of creating Konoha. And we also get to see this scene here where Madara is actually giving, because Hashirama wants to create this village. He wants to stop the warfare, and he wants to actually create Konoha, the village that they had dreamed about when they were kids. And in order to do so, remember how, and this does tie into character development, remember how Madara stated that he wanted to create this place so he could protect his little brother. Well, the thing here is that little bro is dead. So, for him, he must have equal compensation from Hashirama's end. So, Hashirama's end, meaning that Hashirama has to kill himself or Tobirama. And because he had the option to kill himself, Hashirama is grateful. So, that was cool. That was cool. That was pretty cool. I can't deny it. And the fact that Madara stopped him, because you know what? He's like, you know what? I can see your guts now. Meaning that I can see who you are when it comes from an essence standpoint. Something that he pointed out early on in their friendship, when they were kids. So overall, the episode, I think it's good. Okay plus the good. And I'll leave it at that. So King of Lightning, rate the video, comment, subscribe. Peace, have a nice day.